Minnesota government spending says his #1 priority this year is a full-blown audit of MNsure. The legislative auditor says the taxpayers footing this bill deserve answers about all the problems plaguing the state's new health care exchange. 5 Eyewitness News reporter Jay Coles talked with Jim Nobles today about his top 3 concerns with state money.
Yeah, Jess, and what the legislative auditor says, there are all kinds of red flags popping up at MNsure. And Jim Nobles tells me MNsure has not delivered what it promised to taxpayers, and the agency needs to be held accountable. More than $180 million of taxpayers' money will pour into MNsure.
We spend a lot of money.
And the guy who oversees how that money is spent says MNsure needs to be audited from top to bottom.
So I think everybody agrees that we simply have not delivered what we promised. And I think the Office of the Legislative Auditor has the tools and the authority and the responsibility to really dig deep into what happened.
Legislative Auditor Jim Nobles sat down and candidly told us MNsure has many problems that cause him great concern.
So there's going to be a lot to do there in terms of IT security, as we call it. But we want to look at the management structure. We're going to gather a lot of data on what MNsure has actually delivered. And of course, we're always going to weigh that against the cost.
And Noble says MNsure has a frustrating string of computer problems that have been made before.
I thought we had already learned a lot of lessons from some past failures. But here we are again with one that just didn't live up to what it was supposed to do.
Noble says he also has his eyes on the legacy fund for the arts and outdoors because, he says, taxpayers pump $200 million into it each year.
You know, the public wanted to build on what we already have and do some special new things that will build a legacy, not to simply fund the bureaucracy.
And Noble says his comprehensive investigation into MNsure will likely take several months to complete, and he hopes to have it finished before the end of the legislative session in May, Jess.
All right, so he talked to you about his top 3 concerns. We heard about the legacy fund and MNsure. What's his third?
His third one is the sex offender program down at St. Peter. He said with the federal judges, the federal courts getting involved now, he says there's a lot of constitutional issues that have to be taken care of. So those are his top 3 things he hopes to get done in 2014.
All right, interesting, Jay. Thanks.